Me na gentle the political hot goose. You sit down by me in the fryer for don't buy you the nyaka nyaka today. Now a Tuesday, the 10th of January 2023. Famulem today, I want to really pay attention to the message we are the put. This message we are to bring today is very sensitive and very important for the political development of Sierra Leone. Because we all know, say, President Bill, not only the father of democracy in Sierra Leone, but they make him the father of democracy in the entire Africa. Because currently, na the head of African Peer Review, which shows say, na President Bill responsible for check mark and monitor every other head of state in Africa as to how and when and in which manner therefore dispense democracy or therefore implement democratic principles in the individual country then. And also we see say they elect President Bill as the best African president this year. We don't pass. Then they show the kind job with President Bill they do with for make every Sierra Leonean as them. They get an opportunity for let it serve the other 5 years where they come for continue for make Salone sexy and attractive. And also we see say the international community where now specifically the super world power when the United States when I then get democracy, when I then they push and tell a court how democratic principles then will be upheld in any nation. Then bring out a scorecard for President Bill under the Millennium Corporation Challenge when at the MCC we're responsible for check every African leader how they govern in people them in terms of good governance, in terms of respecting the rule of law, in terms of human rights protection. Then see I say throughout where President Bill don't kind of power, they get high score in terms of fighting corruption and other stuff. Where the scorecard don't come out, the entire Africa and President Bill can force for maintain democracy. In as much as we all see say President Bill they work also for maintain that democracy in Africa, not only in Sierra Leone, and also inside Sierra Leone, President Bill they ensure say establish an inclusive governance system wherein for my granny where they not my grandpa where they not balamuyale know what that one they mean. President Bill they make sure say it bring every Sierra Leonean. It does not matter if you not to SLPP party you belong. It does not matter if you not belong around President Bill's cycle. President Bill they bring you together in this governance system for push Salone in business go before. Now they call inclusive governance system. When a national unity, President Bill they work towards. Because President Bill not only a Democrat, not only father of democracy, but President Bill na a unifier, meaning na somebody where they bring people together. Now somebody where they forgive and forget. Now somebody where they have mercy on people that we don't do wrong to them. Otherwise, enough for pull the seditious libel law and promote the interests of journalists them for give them free will. Now that country they for do the journalist work because most journalists them in that country they be don't go against President Bill. Bad ones on them we don't lie pana. Boku lie them. We not to so it be me, but it make them paddy. So as President Bill they do that one day, this forgiving courage say we forget another opportunity. And as it continue for do that in as much as Sierra Leone as they will get for give opportunity to President Bill because of the good job they are where they create and they establish an enable environment for let everybody thrive. We already talk on social media today. Anyhow, in any way, now because President Bill don't establish the legal structures there. For let we just do what we think they would do in the ambit of the law. But however, we all determined for going the pools. June 24, 2023, President Bill is determined for protect democracy. Una remember, inside Salone, from the war start, Sierra Leone is a democratic country. Sierra Leone is a country where respect the rule of law. And that make we get the likes of President Bill. We respect people their life. President Bio not ever the imprison politicians them. You know, get no political prisoner, you know, kill nobody na salon. You know, and let nobody beat in company. And also that democracy, when they talk about freedom of expression, that democracy in terms of politics, when they talk about free and fair elections, we're not to that draconian and autocratic system where APC been NEPA, because APC party then a communist system, then they don't imbibe and that approach, and then they go with. We make the like today, even where President Bio don't force them. Well, I don't go say force, President Bio don't, for lack of words. President Bio they try for encourage APC for let them embrace democracy. We see say they're not used to them, even the lower level election. This is the first time where APC don't ever face in democratic patterns. They're not used to them. Now that means then they say then they kill themselves, then they burn they host them, and then they beat themselves, and then they rogue themselves. We make the like today, thousands of them don't go now. PPRC, when at the political party registration commission, we charge with the responsibility for monitor political parties them, for regulate political parties their conduct and the way how they behave in the country, and for shape them according to democratic good governance principles. So we make APC, then they struggle with that. But President Bio, they continue. And then there's one thing where we don't happen with democracy not be done in full force. Like I don't now under the leadership of President Bio. We make many Sierra Leoneans them, if not all Sierra Leoneans, they get for massively vote for President Bio, provided, quote unquote, we know it provided if at all with other politicians them, they get for contest that election. Because of the carelessness, many of them don't get for contest the elections. And because of the irresponsibility. But one thing we are going to make clear, Naya, is this. When I share this program, when I subscribe. You when they watch na YouTube, subscribe and share. You drop a comment. You when they watch na Facebook, subscribe and share, drop a comment. You also, when they watch na Twitter now for subscribe and comment. And also, I want to understand, say, in as much as President Bio determined for protect democracy, again for make sure, say, the thing them, where people them in the overlook in that country, they, President Bio no they tolerate that one day. Democracy will take, if APC of all, President Bio don't encourage and say now, even when they kill themselves, but they still conform, then they manage to conform to democratic principles by conducting election, then every other political party will go to that route. This Nadande PPRC don't do. Nadande PPRC don't do. Clearly, they don't write a letter and send it out there and tell all political party, whether a big political party, small political party, for say they all for conform to democratic principle. Yes, we know say during Pakaba in time, Pakaba be encouraged because we all just been done and will not be done used to democracy yet because APC not be there for that democracy pattern. Pakaba be allow all the other half politicians just for can contest so that we not go continue for faith. That was amnesty and blanket encouragement. But then Ernest Koroma can't put any democratic structures in place because APC not used to democracy. APC not sabi what's in a democracy. What's APC used to that autocracy? What's APC used to na politics of corruption, violence? Now and then sabi. So they not be able to know how to manage the democratic table. That means they don't want to get no better scores na MCC rather than 10%. So now, President Bio in leadership say no, the democratic scope and the democratic system we get for respect her. Therefore, Lawyer Bangura, when at the head of the PPRC, they don't bring out letters there to all the small political parties. They say everybody, number one, that issue for say na arrangement within the party, no, the work, no so democracy the work. Then a selection. We don't want that. Every small party, then therefore make sure say they conduct lower level election, zonal election, we include zonal election, constituency elections, district elections, and regional election, and also national election and convention, wherein everybody they get opportunity for contest, everybody they get opportunity for let them vote for her or vote against her. And PPRC for they in presence of any of the elections in the. Otherwise, that individual not supposed to become president or neither they get any member of parliament or send any candidate. That they clear. Not to see whether hide. I listen carefully where Sylvia Blyden when they talk around some of them things they are. Yes, some of the things the way Sylvia Blyden when they talk, it makes sense. But most of the things the way they talk, I don't think say it makes a lot of sense. So I want to know for say the politicians them, therefore no say therefore go and do democracy. Not to muscle, President Bio the muscle, nobody. I want to let everybody understand this. Now that makes some of what they bring up out now for little tell now. And PPRC, when at the Political Party Registration Commission, they don't serially and organized way, in an organized way, engage all political parties. They don't engage international bodies. They don't explain to them exactly what at the talk so. And that is where democracy they operate. So we're not going to shy away from that. President Bio, they encourage everybody, pauper democracy for prevail as really. That communist system of government where APC be not embrace and not imbibe and then they work with, no more, it don't get placed in that nation. So let person not go talk, say they don't allow, let's start. Let's go conduct the election. You know the job grabs it up. You know Femi Crowd your school. You forgo sit down no more, you get portfolio on political party. Now you know chairman, now you know PRO, now you know alt, you know, we need for know your executive, you need for bill up. That's what political party they operate. And otherwise, you don't get space in the democracy and electionary process in that country. Pure democracy like they happen in America. Thank God, President Bio did now. We are the father of democracy in Africa. God bless President Bio. Let God continue to protect you. One of the most important things they will see their blind and mid touch, where I want to make correction. It sounds a bit deceptive. That the issue of European Union, the recommendation them where they give, and they make it clear now. European Union will constitute all countries, most countries, not to all countries. Most countries them na Europe, not to all Commonwealth different, and not the part of European Union. I call them. There's a lot of other things that we're not the part of European Union. Then that there are some country there inside Europe, like where Sylvia said, not to all countries inside Europe. Now, after Ernest Koroma and APC conduct the most corrupt and disorganized election, where they be really determined for rig heavily. Now, only two reasons now help President Bio where he win that election. Number one, because President Bio get people them where they by inside, and also he get God where they by inside. Now he get the opportunity for win that elections, and I don't get the opportunity for continuing the power where they get the opportunity for let he get another fresh mandate. But APC be get all resources in their hand corruptly for defraud the elections. So after when they don't destroy the court, we see how they be don't sack the vice president illegally, how they be don't bastardize President Koroma formal under APC. We see how they be don't rape with constitution. They don't disregard and disrespect the constitution. Now that country did. Upon that basis, European Union writes a report condemning the institution them and how APC been function in that institution. And that same APC when the report come out, then twist them because the President Bio be in power. But people they not be understanding, and I'll keep explaining to them. But now, anytime with the international community, not only European Union, we get other international community like Commonwealth. We get other international community. They will get plenty like other development partners. Them United UNDP, other embassies. Them back can give their recommendations there as well. Why? Then they recommend how things for work now a country we go help the country in democracy in better one. Not of us say not only European Union they do them. But one let know one thing. The democracy where we they practice, we get we right as a sovereign state for make sure say the country operates the way I want to operate. Not to anybody they interfere. And international body them. Not to then they tell President Bio waiting for do. When they say recommendation, now for let them just can say, hey, we think say if you watch this back, if not good thing where you go able to try. If not thing where the president not go able to try, if you say we're able to try, we'll take it into consideration, or not mandated, because no international body not get jurisdiction over Sierra Leone. It's not mandated for listen to any international body. Nadande, I want everybody understand, and Nadande everybody know. So they not get jurisdiction, they not get say over the politics of Sierra Leone, they not get say over anything in that country day. So now that make I want to understand this recommendation. But when I get somebody why are they trying for explain to that their recommendation, yeah, and why people they not for take and make some issue in that country day.
Trust the process. Prince Keke, Lunge Baba.
Matabio,
talk and do, you not talk and do.
50 POT,
talk and do, you not talk and do.
Julde Jallo,
talk and do, you not talk and do.
50 EOT,
talk and do, you not talk and
for
do.
the free education.
Talk and do.
All right, the free education talk and do. So I want to understand clearly now. We don't get that small body water. The recommendation where European Union then give, just like any other international body, they all give recommendation, not to European Union no more. And not to European Union, they control Sierra Leone democracy. Not to European Union, they control Sierra Leone government. Any other international body don't get no power. They don't get no jurisdiction. Meaning they don't get no power or no control over the way has Salone in government day. So the one the way they go hala over and hey, international community, they say international community will can't do this. All that in a lie. They don't get no power, just like Sierra Leone says in the international community. We get ambassador of Sierra Leone within America, yeah, within Europe, within other country there. Then back in the international community. They say what they make recommendation, but they don't get no power over America or Europe or other country. That's the same thing. So now let we understand this issue of international community. Not only they tell nobody for do anything. They can recommend, oh, me, I think say this good. If I want to pick up, if Salone want to take, they know they take, not to my food, not to nothing. And that not me say, if Salone write projects or let them fund development programs that they need to, and then they don't, because Salone they part of their organization there. Yeah? So I want to understand that one day. So that recommendation with European Union, right, with Silver Blighting, they talk about, you know, get no stronghold or no power over Salone in democracy. But however, all the recommendations the way they make, that in the way they highlight, President Bio don't work on. I will make the like today, when they see the judiciary. The judiciary, and they operate openly. Even the PR system, where they don't come, we see they make that all over the place. Never not be no happy in the history of Sierra Leone. Commissions of inquiry, they make it open. Now all television stations then. They make it open. Now that they are alone know. Before they come inside, when I get this small body water again, we when I go know just a little bit for now we see about the program they will get before we continue the program.
Me not gentle, the political hot goose. You sit up for me, you dey fry. I for dump you, you dey nyaka nyaka.
But you don't show them say now you get this game on. You they tell you say you not go ever travel. But you don't take we up to higher level.
Oh mommy, not make you face sour. Come listen to the SLPP Hour 2023. This program, they bring the power back to power. Tune in to Universal Radio at home and abroad through the internet and join the conversation with the media gurus, Gentle Patrick Madakroma, aka the Political Hot Goose, PRO-SLPP North America, and Abigail Chromatine, Young Generation SLPP North America region. Come listen and learn some lesson. Give me 1 hour per your time every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. na Salone, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA, from 2 p.m. 3 p.m. Central Time, USA. Come, make we talk about the good work of the president. Good quality education, sustainable light, leadership style, infrastructure for make Salone look lovely, sexy, and attractive. Pump up the volume of your radio. and listen to the SLPP Hour with Gentle and Abigail from USA live on Universal Radio. This and every Saturday. Stay tuned from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. na Salon. From 2018 to 2023, it's back-to-back Talk and Do after You Na You. New direction, no distraction. On your radio is the SLPP Hour, proudly sponsored by the Hot Goose Network, United States of America, every Saturday on Universal Radio.
Now businesswoman, then they jump and dance and clap.
All right, now businesswoman, then they jump and dance and clap. Una subscribe and una share the program. This now the Hot Goose Network, live from the United States, and me will present the program in a Gentle, the political Hot Goose, and me now the mouthpiece of the Sierra Leone People's Party, now the United States, and at the camp with them information they are with very authentic for less Sierra Leoneans they know how determined President Biode for make sure say democracy prevail, for bring to una authentic messages where una go think say it go help una for make sure say we all get the mindset way na developmental mindset. So my family also I want us to continue the PR system because President Bio they run a transparent system of government after we honest Ebola Tulungo Motslai Koroma and the APC they be don't disrespect that one day from that recommendation them of European Union we not to by force for less alone do am they not get no power over we. Let everybody understand, say, no international community not get power over nobody. Otherwise, country them like Uganda, therefore don't pull Museveni day. You know, the other country, the way them president CD, even Rwanda, them president, we don't take several years day. But that's not what President Biyo want for do. But then, this issue of that PR system, where APC they go up and down, APC clearly no say, and then says states yesterday inside the submission that Abdullahi O content that criminal. If you say now the one the way he been killed today, now the case that one day where they go lie party. That not to Abdullahi content one agree write the constitution, not to him writer per se. Then Peter Tucker they all now they write that constitution day. They all not just a part of the committee where they do the constitution. So not only writer. Let not go and begin to brag and lie at APC people. But however, it says state and say, you know, they against the PR system because now they say be put inside the law books. Now 1991 they make the constitution. Now Madam you been did upon 1991. Now SLPP been did upon 1991. No, now APC now they make that book they put on they as man can tell. And the rules are clear. But why did they stand against at this time? They say, let them postpone the elections. Let them not allow that because APC not serious about election. They're not ready. APC not ready today. They're not ready tomorrow. They're not ready any other day. Now this make then they push for that election not hold. But that election day they hold and that PR system then they lost that case. We don't want to comment on that too much because it did a Supreme Court. But we don't say the submission where they make all it wrong. It don't get no merit. All what they do is unnecessary and it lack merit. So I know let's really that they worry about APC. All what they look towards now for let them delay the electoral process, for let them push election time behind. And we know they do that one day. Matter be no one for extend in time unduly. They want to do them in a way wherein we go get the fresh mandate under the law. Now father of democracy, now that entitled where it gets that the world now they want APC want undermine, but we know they allow. And the law not they allow that one day. Now empty facts and the fact that make President Biyo in government, they make everything transparent and accountable to people. Now this is the reason we make World Bank get $100 million last month for let it promote, it continue for promote democracy, it continue for promote transparency and accountability in Sierra Leone. And then I want to understand that. Number one, the high point here is European Union as presented by Silver Blyden. The recommendation not get nothing for do with saloon government. They don't get no control and power, just like any other international body or of how Sierra Leone government they operate or how they govern. No, not to the job. Their job, they go advise, yes. They go recommend, yes. That left to the government if they take if you fit within we own body politics, fine. If we think say you don't fit within with body politics, we not go take they're not go score with for that. No, not to their job that one day. Not to them for control. Nobody don't get power over a country. So that's one. And two, I want to know say the democracy we President they enforce through the PPRC, not to witch hunt, not to batting. If now witch hunt safe down the one day where they witch, that they will the hunt. But however, not to witch hunt. Now for let democracy prevail. So if they tell you say that small party go conduct election, go conduct her. That's what democracy. They know just can't grab you say that politician. No, we're not there for that. Democracy for prevail. Thank you, President Bill. And also, Louis Sivablani be the talk say Parliament don't give power now to Mohamed Kone for let it do what he want to. Parliament be get right. APC be get right for change the law. APC be get right for do them. Where APC refuse for let they not approve the two scene where President Bill come with the Parliament where sign up cabinet. APC stand against her. They say who were in the diaspora demand them, then they lead out with pig. The woman then a dog, then they lead out with. So if they allow that, will they take that bad behavior or go to a salon? Now so APC they talk, they can't. They honorable. It didn't have TV. They talk an open one, so they don't disrespect the diaspora for that. And also, at the area people then they talk a lot about NGC 6% party, the program, the business about the candidature or the elections. But I want to let people they understand one most important thing here. NGC, the elections and the business what they do, they don't get nothing for do with how democracy for prevail. They don't petition. People they don't petition. Even Dennis Bright, where NGC they know they understand. Dennis Bright na criminal. Dennis Bright not conduct the election according to how it for do. He rigged the election against candidates them. Then Dennis Bright go now and they go and beg the other candidate. They follow the petition now PPRC. Then he go begin a lobby against. He go begin a lobby to PPRC for let them send the case the way they send the petition the way they send to them. For let them send and the NGC they say they get counsel where they sit down and solve internal dispute. PPRC say, well, this particular case, we're not going to send that to the council because according to the NGC constitution, if any dispute then at the party, the council of dispute resolution, now then the solver. And whether they form that council, now the chairman of the party. Last time, una been count cases them, una come big for una go settle. We allow una, that's what PPRC say, then go settle. The balance, PPRC still settle and we NGC themselves congratulate PPRC, they get evidence to that. But this one, PPRC say no. Dennis Bright will not go allow you for let you go make committee for investigate yourself. Because you're not chairman, now you the case they against or say you're not legal as a chairman. So let them come. If you know say they been vote for you fairly, you not been do no corruption. Why Dennis Bright for go lobby, for go beg PPRC? Why Dennis Bright for even attempt for go bribe PPRC then? Because PPRC not take the bribery from Dennis Bright, then begin cost PPRC. So PPRC them back, then pull them ado. How Dennis Bright, you then go to case against say you not legal your election. Instead of you go for go defend yourself or say you legal, then you begin big, then you say let you go set committee for investigate the dispute. Meaning you not judge in your own cause for investigation. No, PPRC say they need to do. Now that case they did. Now they still lobby around the other hand with the same petition. Two of them, they don't bribe them. They don't pull their own petition. The other one, they know they do. So you don't see, if Dennis Bright not say we genuinely, rogue, they say then a new party with old mindset. Therefore, don't make sure say they do. And the thing where they worry now, where they understand if it's anything to go by. Of course, KKY where they hala for KKY not to even member na NGC, don't get membership card na NGC. That's one. Then number two, KKY not to stakeholder na NGC because in a be former flag bearer, the time don't know. Number two, KKY in position as flag bearer, another person where I go call a name, don't determine for contest for that flag bearership na NGC. If at all, then it's bright they succeed by this case where they pat up the head. Somebody, I go call the person just now. We're very influential at NGC. We want on flag bearer. So that's it. So KKY SSF is shaky inside NGC right now. But I want to understand, say, from let them maintain democracy, Section 48 of the Public Order Act, it go take effect if all the political party them, they not respect democracy, they not go do periodic elections them, lower level, then we go make them get legality for contest election. And Section 78 say of the Public Order Act, Public Election Act, who say no other party not qualify. The one where the one we qualify, and then they put now unopposed. President Bion are the only candidates where na flag bearer in another country. SLPP are the only party we don't do all convention. They don't go through all team. They don't make them party, they get structure. Now they get message right now because the message where President Bion get, it say it can't fight hunger. Where it can next. It say it embark on agricultural revolution. Now that is the message now we get. Because this angry, all man they cry, arrest this. All that the President Bion want come with permanent solution to that. Just like we don't come with permanent solution to education, we picking not be able to pay school fee. Ministers them, when the APC ministers, them, Mahmoud Tarawali, they been rape them for scholarship. Then they all they stop. Samuel Kamara, then they rape them for job. Then they all they stop. So President Bion get message and in a flag bearer. Otherwise, if we not get no other one, then in a true way Sylvia talk. Section 48 will take effect. And I go enjoy for see Section 48 take effect in we own time. Because sometimes then constitutional clauses they are, they're not for the they don't know more than the law books that they idle. No, they're not for idle. We'll get for they make use of them so that they go there alive. So that people then go no say them clauses that they exist. Now people they make a put on the essence for the way they did it for, let we able to use them. Let them know they no more, they're unuseful. They're not useful. We don't spend money, but for let people they put on it. So Lord they use them. Maybe we they use Section 48 of the Public Election Act inside 2023. Papa God, let that happy. Continue for scatter APC. Continue for bring confusion among them. Today, I know they talk plenty. I want to understand, say, President Bion are the best president. When I get opportunity, and this election when they come, President Bion not get for campaign. We all they go join President Bion for make sure, say, we do developmental presentation to the people, not to campaign. We the campaign where you know do not eat, but where they do developmental presentation, that they tell the people them what you don't do where they give you 4-year, 5-year, or 5-year mandate. Now that the President Bion get for go do, and now we don't begin do so. If APC back no, let us have go they do the developmental presentation. What did they do in 10 years, 11 years after with the thief 1 year add and day? Nothing they don't go talk, but let's go ahead. Now developmental presentation, now this election get me, now gentle, the political hot goose. You see, don't for me you the fry, and for dump you, you the jaka, pauper, salon for better. Through President Talk and Obio, not over hype. Let we vote for President Bion for let on the next president. Let continue for become president and make that nation day as we want them. So anybody will contest against her by default or by chance, it go beat her like fishball. Una enjoy and una share. Let's see what's really as a year.
You don't go the police fence, but you don't show them say now you get this game on. You they tell you say you not go ever travel, but you don't take we up to higher level. But they tell we say we not bastard picking them. Hey God, we left we can screw you cause now you know them who go them all. But they tell we say we not boo this year. But we didn't tell them say Papa ya must better. Cause we born naya and we men naya. We go vote naya, Papa ya must better. Cause we born naya and we men naya. We go vote naya, Papa ya must better. And like them cause we mad, we go vote for we mother. And like them swear we self, we go vote for we mother. I like them call we names, we go vote for we mother. I like them Shumupa, we go vote for we mother. I like them Mutupa, we go vote for we mother. I like them Stone we self, we go vote for we mother. Madabio, Madabio, Madabio. You know we own, you know we own, you know we own. Now education and the new direction they flow. We school picking them and not they pay fees again. Energy and power is not full of the country. Light don't come, light don't come, light don't day. Well body it day now all man no months. Yaba no day again, cause well body not gentry. Now we dey sign the contract for better on Salomon. Salon mineral, they better on Salomon. Now business woman, then they jump and dance and clap. New money they flow, now so the business they grow. But you don't show them say now you get this game oh. You they tell you say you not go ever travel. But you don't take we up to higher level. So they tell we say we not basta picking them. Hey God, we Africans do you cause now you know them who cool them oh. But they tell we say we not bua this year. But we they tell them say fire must better. Madabio, Madabio, Madabio. You know we own, you know we own, you know we own.
Network TV.